Law of conservation of momentum. Just a second, it's not working. Law of conservation of momentum. So now what is law of conservation of momentum? Momentum means the product of mass and velocity, right? Now conservation. Yeah. What happens whenever two objects collide with each other? Two objects whenever collide with each other when they are moving in the same direction or maybe when they are moving in the opposite direction. So what happens at that time? The momentum, whatever their total momentum was there, in whenever two objects collide, at that time two objects are moving with different speed and they have different mass also. So their momentum before collision was different. Two objects, when they are moving, their initial momentum of both of them are different. When they collide with each other, that time also after collision, their momentum changes. But in this condition, the total momentum before collision, the total momentum of both the objects before collision and total momentum of both the objects after collision remain same. Their individual momentum may be different, always different, before the collisions and after the collision. But the total momentum, so sum of momentum of first and second object before the collision, means before colliding with each other, with whichever the velocity they are moving, whatever the momentum they possess, that value, and after collision they changes the force, both will apply force on each other, and due to which the momentum of both the objects again changes. It will not be same as their initial momentum, but the total sum of momentum after the collision and the earlier before collision, whatever the momentum was there, that remains same, that won't change. This is what we call as law of conservation of momentum. So this happens when two objects interact with each other. Interact, that is actually collision. So when two objects interact with each other, then total momenta plural, momentum singular, total momenta of both objects before collision will be equal to, not will be, is always equal to total momenta of both objects after collision. Okay, so that means momentum of object 1 plus object 2 before collision is equal to momentum of object 1 plus object 2 after collision are equal always. So for example, wait, don't write it down. So first understand. These are the two objects, one box, and you were taking this is a second box. They are moving towards each other, opposite direction they are moving. Object of mass m1 and this is mass m2. This is object 1 and this is object 2. Object 1 has a mass m1, object 2 has mass m2. And then it is initially moving with velocity u1 and its initial velocity is u2. Where it has gone? What happened?
What disappeared?
And there is this one is happening. Then let's go. No, I will write. It will come again on the git. Okay, both of them are moving, and then here it is. They collide with each other. So when they collide, they apply force on each other. So due to which this will move backwards, and this will also move backwards. The first object applies force F1 and the second object applies force F2. Suppose F12 and F21. So F12 means force applied by object 1 on second and force applied by object 2 on first. So now they collide. They applies force F12 and F21 on each other, due to which this object moves back and this object also moves backwards with a velocity. First object, this is m1 and this is m2. So first object changes its velocity by v1 and second object will change it to v2. Are you able to understand what is happening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Initially, they were moving with velocity u1 and u2. After collision, they apply force on each other, equal and opposite force. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So in opposite direction, both will apply force on each other, and due to which they will move backwards. So when they move backwards, their speed changes. So what is their speed? V1 is the first object's velocity and V2 is the second object velocity. So they move backwards. So now what happened here? What was the initial momentum of this object?
M1 U1.
M1 U1. This momentum before the collision?
M2
M2 U2. So total sum of this. And what is the final momentum of this first object?
M1 and V1.
M1 V1. And then second object's momentum?
M2 V2.
M2 V2. So now this sum and this sum always remain constant. This is what we call as law of conservation of momentum. So initial momentum before collision. M1 U1 first object, second object momentum M2 U2. So this is, and final momentum M1 V1 plus M2 V2 will be always equal. This is what we call as law of conservation of momentum. Are you able to understand?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, so where is conservation of momentum? Why they have given
Total
this?
momentum is conserved. No, conserved means what? Remain constant. Conserved means it has not lost. It has not lost. The momentum remain constant, but here single momentum of every object has changed, but the total sum of all the momentum, sum of the momentum of both the objects before and after collision remain constant. That is what we call as conservation.
Okay, ma'am.
Conserve means not store, this one, saved. Saving part we are not considering here. We are telling it is remain constant. It has not lost anywhere. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So initially what was the momentum and finally whatever the momentum, both are same.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, this is applicable for like if in this two only one object's momentum is zero, like the ball. It is applicable there also.
Yes.
And I am throwing a ball with some.
Yes.
Okay.
Every time it is the same thing. After that, when you throw anything and it's stuck on the wall, then also the total momentum remain constant there also. Okay. So we have to prove this. First write down this, then I will prove it. Draw the diagram as well.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I just have one doubt. Like in water or gas particles, they dash each other sometimes.
Hmm.
So will this happen there also?
Yes. But if they apply force and they get moved away, yes, there also the same thing happens.
Okay.
Everywhere. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you have to describe this diagram. Before deriving, you need to describe all the diagrams what you are considering. So let object 1 with mass m1 moving initially with u1 with speed u1 meter per second collides with object 2 with mass m2 moving with speed u2 meter per second. Okay. So after collision, both objects apply equal and opposite force on each other. Due to which speed of both changes to v1 and v2 respectively. Okay, so we have to explain what is F12 and F21. So F12 is equal to force applied by object 1 on object 2, right? And F21 is equal to force applied by object 2 on object 1. Okay. According to Newton's third law of motion, what is the statement we can write about these forces? According to Newton's third law of motion, what is the relation between these two forces we can write?
These both are equal.
Both are equal and
F12 is equals to F21.
minus F21 because it is direction is opposite.
Once its direction is opposite, we'll write it as minus.
Minus, yeah. Yes. Okay, now we have to calculate the F21 and F12 values. So F12 is equal to, so due to application of this force, momentum has changed. We know that is force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Whose momentum is changed here? F12 means force is applied by first on second. So due to this force, whose momentum has changed?
Second.
Second. Second's momentum has changed because this force is applied on the second object. So F12 is equal to rate of change of momentum in second object.
Ma'am, a rate or just change of momentum?
Rate of change of momentum. It's not only.
Ma'am, rate means like if it changes many times.
Rate means per second value changed. So rate we are calculating, that means change in momentum per second, per unit time.
Yeah. Okay.
So it is change in momentum by time. So momentum of second has changed. So what is the change in momentum of second object? M2V2 minus M2U2 by T, that is equal to F12. And F21 means rate of change of momentum in first object.
So that's M1V1 minus M1U1 by T.
Yes. So this is equal to M1V1 minus M1U1 by T is F21. Substitute in the first part. F12 is equal to minus F21. So it is M2V2 minus M2U2 by time is equal to M1V1 minus M1U1 by time. This is minus sign. So time in which the momentum has changed is equal because the change in momentum has taken place equal momentum in both the objects. So T get cancelled. And now simplify this. M2V2 minus M2U2 minus M1V1 plus M1U1. So this minus will go this side, this minus will come this side.
You cancel T because F12 is equal to.
Change in momentum has taken place in the same period of a time.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
you wrote F12 equals minus F21. So it should
Yeah.
be M2V2 minus M2U2 by T equals minus whole bracket. So
Yeah.
that,
So it is, this minus is applicable for both of them.
yeah, so we should put bracket, right? Otherwise
Yeah.
it would be minus M1V1 minus
No,
M1U.
that's the reason fraction, outside fraction I have written that.
Okay.
So M2V2 plus M1V1 is equal to M1U1 plus M2U2. So this statement is proved.
Ma'am, will they ask us to prove in test?
Yes, is 3 mark.
Ma'am, can you scroll it a bit up?
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Ma'am, can you scroll a bit down?
Down.
Yes, I'm down. Not up.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is law of conservation of momentum. Now by using this, we have to solve numericals. So this will be more clear with numerical itself, numerical questions. Here, one more thing you need to know about the recoiling of gun. Means what? Recoiling of a gun means when gun fires bullet moves forward with some velocity. Then as it moves forward, it applies force on the gun itself. It will apply force on the gun also. So the force with which this gun is pushed backwards. So when it is moves, the bullet moves forward, the gun moves backwards and hits the shoulder of the person who is firing the gun. So that force, for this one, the speed with which the gun moves backwards is this process of moving backward of the gun when it fires the bullet is called as recoiling of the gun, and the velocity with which that gun moves back, that is called recoil velocity. So when gun fires bullet, it applies force on bullet. In turn, bullet also applies reactive force, reaction force on gun, due to which gun moves back. The process is called recoiling of the gun. This process is called recoiling of the gun. and speed with which gun moves back. That speed is called recoil velocity. That velocity, that is the direction changes. The velocity is called
Ma'am,
recoil velocity. Yes.
ma'am, after intern bullet also applies. What is after applies?
Force, reaction force.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes.
So there must be some technology which reduces the recoiling of gun.
Yeah. That is, we have to hold it properly. The
No.
person, this training has to be given for the same thing. Otherwise, the person will get hit so lot. Shoulder, this one also, shoulder fracture also sometimes cause for the beginner who just started training. He will have the shoulder fractures also.
Okay.
Properly the gun has to be hold. If it is only one hand holds, then there is a shoulder fracture will be there. The person who is going through the training, he has that problem. He will face once on time the shoulder problem because
Sure.
it hits a lot with a very this one forcefully it will hit back.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, so is it the same with the example which you gave us, like the rocket one?
Yes.
So, in
This is
the like,
actually the law of conservation of momentum is derived from the third law of motion only.
no, ma'am, I'm asking like if we take the example of the human and the boat, when we step forward, the boat goes back. So
Yes.
that is also the recoil velocity.
Yeah, recoil means here what happened in gun, that bullet portion, there is a spring is present. The bullet moves outward because of the spring. So that when spring comes back, therefore we are using the special word as recoiling. So that spring get recoiled back for the firing of the next bullet. The springs is recoiling will be happening there. Recoiling, coiling again. So the special name is used only for gun.
Okay.
Okay, so the spring get recoiled back to fire again second bullet. In all the cases, it is the reverse case is same, but the word we are not using. The word recoiling we are using only for gun.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so in this case, whenever gun fires bullet moves forward. So initial velocity in both the case, in this cases for both the object, gun and the bullet is 0. You have to remember this case. Whenever object, this one gun and bullet, before firing, initial velocities of gun and bullet both is equal to 0 meter per second because they are at rest. Before firing, both of them are at rest. So therefore, initial velocities of both gun and bullet is equal to 0. So therefore, you have the formula m1u1 plus m2u2 is equal to m1v1 plus m2v2. In this case, both are 0. So 0 is equal to m1v1 plus m2v2. Only in this case.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, but if M1v1 plus M2v2 is equal to 0, then why does the gun move back?
m1v1 is equal to minus m2v2. There is only one side becomes 0, but other side there is addition of two things are there.
Yeah. Okay, so minus means it moved back.
Ma'am, so only in this case the M1 U1 plus
u1
M.
and u2 are 0.
Okay.
For second law of motion, few of the questions I've left it, I will explain you at the end. Based on second law of motion, there are few concepts are still left out. That is few examples. Cricketer has to move, fielder has to move his hand back. The reason, 3 question reasons are there that I need to explain you. So that I forgot to take yesterday, I will take it at the end. So numerical based on law of conservation of momentum. First of this one. In this case, in such cases, law of conservation of momentum, whenever it is, you have to make 2 objects, object 1 and object 2. So here object 1 is bullet, we will consider, and the second one is object is gun. In this case, M1, what is the bullet mass? 20 gram. Need to convert into kg.
0.02 kg.
No, keep it. This is 20 by this one, so 2 by 100. M2, mass of gun is 5 kg. Then U1 is 0. U2 is also 0. V1, this bullet has moved with a velocity 500 meter per second. So find out V2. Recoil of the gun, speed of the recoil of the gun. That is speed of gun we have to calculate. Final speed of the gun we have to calculate. So use the
Ma'am,
formula.
We can use 0 is equal to that.
M1 U1 plus M2 U2 is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. So this value is 0 is equal to M1 is 2 by 100 into 500 plus 5 into V2. So this is 10 plus 5V2. So minus 5V2 is equal to 10. V2 is equal to minus 2 meter per second. So velocity is minus 2. This means the gun moves backward with a speed of 2 meter per second. So recoil velocity of the gun is 2 meter per second.
Ma'am, can you pull it up?
Oh, ma'am.
Yes.
But according to Newton's law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah, force is equal. Here I calculated velocity.
So if you calculate the force of both, it will be equal.
Both will be equal.
Okay.
Which one you want to copy? Question or earlier part?
Ma'am, that initial velocity.
Question.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, could you explain once again like how to do it?
There are 2 objects are there, so write the names of those. Write M1, U1, V1 for first object, M2, U2, V2 values for second object.
Okay.
So M1 is the first what you consider bullet. So mass of the bullet is given. Mass of the gun is given. The bullet has moved with a velocity of 500 meter per second. So when it happens after the introduction, after firing from the gun, the velocity of the bullet is 500 meter per second. So that is the final velocity of the bullet.
Ma'am, but it is not mentioned whether it is bullet or gun.
A 20-gram bullet is shot from a gun with a velocity of 500 meter per second. So bullet will be moved only, no? With this high speed.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, if we calculate force, it is 10 is equal to minus 10. Minus 10 only because of direction.
Yeah.
Done, ma'am.
Second question. Same question with different values.
Ma'am, is the answer 0.8 meter per second?
Minus. Minus 0.8.
Ma'am, but in the direction of the gun, it's 0.8 meters again.
Recoil velocity is 0.8 meter per second.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, so what should we write the answer?
Keep it minus because most of the teachers will get confused with that.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, ma'am, the answer is minus 4 by 5.
0.8.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, minus 4 by 5 equals 0.8.
Minus 0.8.
Hmm.
Okay.
Second completed?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am, 1 quintal is 100 kg or
Yes, right.
1000?
100.
Okay.
1 ton is 100. But
And so what is 1 quintal?
100.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in this u1 and u2 is 0.
No. U1 is not 0.
U1 is 18 kilometer per hour and u2 is 0.
Yes.
So what will be v1 and v2?
So that is person is standing on the car and car is moving. That means both of them are moving with the same velocity.
Okay.
So here person is running with this velocity. So its initial velocity has been given. So person and a car. Two objects are, one is a person and the second one is a car. Person or a man, they are given man and a car. Man's mass 60 kg. Car is 100 kg. Initial velocity, it is moving with 18 kilometer per hour. That is equal to 5 meter per second. And u2, it is standing on the rails. It is standing. It was not doing anything initially. It was not moving. So it is u2 is 0. Now v1 and v2. So now man jumps into the car and then car starts moving. That means both of them are moving with a same velocity. So v1 is equal to v. Both of them, consider them as v. Calculate the v value.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, is it that the man comes and pushes the car and then starts?
No, it is sitting and then starts car.
They are doing stunts.
So it is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So m1 u1 60 into 5 plus 100 into 0. m1 is 60 v plus 100 v. This is equal to 300 plus 0 is equal to 160 v. V is equal to 300 by 160. 2 15s are 2 8s are. Find out this. 1.87. 1.87.
Done now.
Oh, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is traveling at 15 meters per second in same direction means there is no negative?
They are moving in the same direction.
Ma'am, can you scroll up more? Ma'am, up more.
Ma'am,
Yes.
we have to not do any conversions, no? In fourth question.
Why? Why any conversion is needed?
22.5.
Wait a second.
Is it 22.5?
Yes, I got the same answer.
Ma'am, 22.5.
Yes, right. 22.5. Everyone got the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I got 82.5.
Calculation wrong.
Ma'am, it is something like 82500 is equal to minus 1000 V2.
It's not minus also.
Ma'am, what is the answer?
22.5.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is not minus 1000 because it is in the same direction.
Yeah.
So 82500 is equal to
Why you have added? Why 52,500 plus 30,000 you have done?
uh, 52,500 plus, yes, 3000. 30,000.
Minus. It is minus.
Yeah, okay. First I thought everything was minus, so okay.
Ma'am, is it minus 0.5 meter per second for the fifth one?
Minus 0.5 meter per second.
Minus 0.5 meter per
Yes,
second.
right. 0.5 meter per second minus. Now to the start maths.
Ma'am, just a minute, ma'am.
Ma'am, minus 0.5 meter per second.
Yes, right. Yes.
Tomorrow morning we have test.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Class is not there, only test will be there.
Ma'am, is the answer minus 0.5 meter per second?
Yes, exact right answer.
Ma'am, so tomorrow we don't have class.
Class is not there, 9 o'clock directly test.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now start.